Hello and welcome back to Unfounded Hatred. I am your host, Brandon Williams, and today I'm doing a top 5 instead of doing a movie review. So instead of hearing me rant about shit I hate, you get to hear about stuff I like. Whee! Good for you. So today's top 5 is actually going to be on shows that I think should have a good comeback. There's just a list of TV programs that I've absolutely loved and adored and would love to see come back on the air. Coming in at number 5, we have Nickelodeon Guts. The reason I want Nickelodeon Guts to come back is this show was like the Olympics for kids. It was like the Ninja Warrior for like babies. It was the most epic thing you could ever imagine as a child. Like I remember growing up and seeing people climb the aggro crag. Like that was the most epic thing anybody from the age demographic of like 11 to 14 could possibly do. It was just amazing. I think it should come back. I mean, especially because, we're overweight. America, I'm looking at you. Coming in at number 4, Animaniacs. It was a show produced by Steven Spielberg and Warner Brothers. An amazing show. Incredibly good writing. It was funny. The animation was good. Kind of some adult humor that if you were a kid, you totally didn't get. You remember that fingerprints joke? Yeah, I didn't get it either as a kid. Just right over my head. Hilarious. Also, you learned a lot. I mean, who doesn't know the state song? Who doesn't know any of the lessons that Animaniacs taught us? The Wheel of Morality, for crying out loud. Coming in at number 3, the show everybody wants to come back. It's the most awesome sci-fi, fantasy, science fiction show ever, and that's Firefly. Firefly was brilliant. It was an amazing show with great acting and a great cast and awesome storyline, and the CG still kind of holds up. Unfortunately, Fox only gave it like 6 episodes because Fox has this whole thing about like, hey, that's really cool and people love it. Fuck it, take it away. Firefly is the one show everybody's asking for. We would love to see it come back, and there was kind of this will they, won't they kind of thing, and we did get a movie, and we've never gotten it back. And I think now, with modern technology, Firefly could be amazing. Could you imagine the Serenity flying with like good CG and amazing cinematography? Come on, people. Come on. Hashtag bring back Firefly. Coming in at number 2, another show that was canceled way before its time, Young Justice. Young Justice, if you're not familiar with it, was a DC animated show on Cartoon Network. It's on Netflix now, and I highly recommend it. But it was this awesome show with all these DC sidekicks coming together to form their kind of own Young Justice League. And it had the best of the best. You had Miss Martian, you had Robin, you had Superboy, you got Beast Boy at some point, you got Nightwing, you had it all. And it was an amazing show that spanned 2 seasons. It was phenomenal. The animation was good, the storyline was good, the writing was brilliant. There was awesome character redesigns in terms of their costume. There was rewrites as far as some of these characters' origins. Towards the end, we kind of got a glimpse that we might see Darkseid coming in season 3. Who wouldn't want to see Darkseid? He's Darkseid. Come on. Now, the show that takes the number 1 spot is a very personal favorite for me. Kind of an underground show, didn't get a lot of notoriety, but Mr. Show. If you've never heard of Mr. Show, it was a sketch comedy show done by Bob Odenkirk and David Cross. Amazing sketch comedy show on HBO back in 1996. It was starring Bob Odenkirk, who we all know from the Breaking Bad fame, and David Cross, who we all know from Arrested Development. The show was fantastic. The writing was just stellar. The skits, the way that they performed them, the segues that they put into it, amazing. It was mind-blowing. One of the things that I loved about the show is this kind of was the jumpstart for a lot of careers for a couple of comedians and actors. I mean, you had Paul F. Tompkins, you had Jill Talley, you had John Ennis, you had Tom Kenny. Amazing people who went on to do some great stuff. This is a fantastic show. It's really hard to find. I'm sure if you track it down on the internet, you can find it amongst the dregs of shitty comments and nudie pictures of celebrities, but it's there, and I highly recommend taking a look. I hope this ends up on like Netflix or Hulu or something. Somebody needs to pick this up. But I would love to see this show come back, especially since we've seen a lot of these actors and comedians and comedians kind of evolve and grow and become just amazing at what they do. But I want to hear from you guys. What kind of show would you like to see back? Is there something else that you think I should have put on this list? Is there another show that you think deserves a better ranking? Should I have moved some stuff? I want to know what your guys' opinion is. Be sure to check out some of the links below. Awesome YouTubers, some cool content, and some little nice tidbits I'm going to throw your guys' way. Be sure to hit the subscribe button on the way out. Maybe give me a like or a dislike, whatever. Be sure to tune in next week because I'm always here with new stuff, new reviews, new top fives, all kinds of craziness. But I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching, and just Firefly, come on, Firefly, please. That's all I want in the world.